Good evening, everyone. I'm First Alert Meteorologist CJ Cartledge here. It's going to be mostly quiet through this week with the exception of our next weather maker rolling through on Tuesday, which I will talk about later in this forecast. Here's the temperatures for tomorrow morning, though. The north and western half will be dealing with temperatures in the 20s for the most part, and feels like temperatures in the lower 20s, and most areas to the south and east, including some areas along the east side of I-20 could see the lower 30s. 30 for Shreveport and Bossier, 29 for Ruston and Minden, 34 Center, and as low as 25 near DeQueen for tomorrow. And through the day, actually through the morning, we can expect those temperatures to rise into the 40s, the lower 40s through most of the morning before hitting the mid 40s by the lunch hour around 12 p.m. And highs for tomorrow will be rising into the low to mid 50s across the region. 57 being the outliers near Nacogdoches and St. Augustine, 55 for Shreveport and Bossier, 51 for Ruston, and 53 for Minden and Texarkana, 56 down near Natchitoches. Here's our next weather maker. Some details about it. Looks to bring a very strong cold front, very similar to our coldest air of the winter season, similar to how we saw back in January with lows in the teens and highs only in the 30s. We do have a slim chance of seeing some wintry precipitation for our northern portions of the region, and it also brings a very low severe weather threat. In terms of future track, we'll see some clouds build in as we move into the overnight hours on Monday into early on Tuesday morning, and then we can start to see some scattered showers pop up first on our western half in East Texas of the western half of the Arklatex, and this looks to last through most of the day before widespread rain showers and potential thunderstorms looks to form by the time we hit the late afternoon hours into the early evening. And as you can see by that pinkish color, that denotes the wintry precipitation that is possible for areas north of I-30. And as we move into the overnight hours, the cooler air looks to really set in, and we could see some wintry precip as far as around the I-20 corridor, but before things look to be moving out by early morning on Wednesday. Rainfall potential does not look to be much, if any, maybe up to around an inch of rain, not if any at all. Obviously, you see the colors there. As low as around a quarter of an inch for areas to the far northern portions of the region. Most of the area could see around a half an inch, and as I said before, maybe an inch at the highest. In terms of severe weather threat, we're under a general risk, which means thunderstorms are possible, but they're expected to remain non-severe. And as you can see, the level 1 out of 5 risk is to be just outside of our region to the south of us. Here's our 7-day forecast: 55 for Monday, 50 for Tuesday, due to our next weather maker rolling through the region, and that will cause our highs and lows to reach even more below the average for this time of year, farther than we already are below the average. 28 for a low on our Wednesday morning, 20 by Thursday morning, and we can expect those highs to reach into only the 30s for Wednesday and Thursday, up into the 40s for Friday into Saturday, and potentially reaching up into the 50s by our next Sunday next weekend.